Hi all, good morning. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Just before start the session, I'll give the introduction.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Meantime, we'll just wait. Hi, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry. So we'll wait for next couple of minutes because other are getting joined. We are expecting count should be like 30, 35. We are eight people are eight to join. So be online. I'll be there and I'll start with the introduction.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
So it's about 10:10. Manish, shall we start with the demo?
Yeah,
Sure. So, hi, good morning, everyone. Myself, Sachin. I'm the admin part from the Newgen Infotech. Today, we have a demo for full stack Java full stack development. And as a Newgen Institute, I'll give the quick introduction about our institute, where we are present and what we are offering to you guys. And then Mr. Manish will be the mentor for your batch or trainer for your batch. Will be take ahead with the syllabus, what is the session mode, and how they are going to teach and everything. That part will be covered by the Manish sir. So at early level, just I want to explain about the Newgen family. Most of you people have heard about Newgen software from various your friend or the your colleague, your friend, your family members who is always talk about the Newgen because we are the one who is offering the assured program for the training and placement. Assured program for training and placement. So as a Newgen, we have around 11 or 12 years of experience behind us as a training and placement institute. And in Pune and Mumbai, we have our existence. So in Pune, we do have three different offices at three places. We have one office in on Parihar Chowk, another one is in Aund only, which is above Aditi Hotel, and the third one is in Punawli location. These are the three locations where we are operating as providing the software testing, development, cloud, AWS, data science, various courses we are offering, and which is the assured job program or the placement program which we are offering to you guys. In Mumbai, we do have our existing in Belapur office, Belapur locations. Those who are nearby to Mumbai and want to visit the office, they can at any point of time, or they can visit. So as this today's demo as a full stack development, everyone is aware of how market is behaving as of now. Everyone or every industry is looking for a candidate who is having all sets of knowledge for that particular technology. So those who are looking for a Java development, they should know the backend, they should know the front end, they should know the database connectivity and everything, along with the design part as well, along with the CI/CD pipeline and some kind of a DevOps concept as well. So this is something the demand from the market, and considering this demand and the requirement, we are offering this course to you guys. And Mr. Manish sir will be walk through with all this course content, what we are going to cover. Ensure that when you complete this demo today, you should not have any a single question in your mind, single doubt in your mind. Whatever the doubt, whatever the queries, whatever the questions you have, you should ask, or this is our expectations that in these pre-demo sessions, every candidate should make their doubts clear, get a clarity of their courses, ambitions, dreams, what they are looking after 20 or 50 or 60 days from this day. So this is something what I insist you guys to make sure whatever the doubts you have during the session, please ask Manish sir, and he will be helping you as a mentor of your each and every doubt. Okay, all right. Clear for everyone? Okay. So, Dias to you, Manisha. I'm handovering to you. Just take it ahead with syllabus and contents of this demo. Manisha, am I audible? Hello? Hello? Manisha, am I audible?
Am I audible?
Quite better, Manisha. Can you just share the screen and go ahead with the today's demo, please?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
So hi all, good morning. So my name is Manish Sharma, as you know. So first of all, I just quickly introduction what am I going to cover and what is our full stack development course. So this is our syllabus where I will explain everything about what is our full stack development. So I just quickly write what is the full stack development and what the things we are going to cover. So first of all, what is the full stack development? So any developer who knows our front-end technology as well as back-end technology as well as database. So in the full stack development, we should know all the things, front-end, back-end, and database. So over the front-end technology, we should know about our HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So this is our fundamental of the front end, and based on this particular fundamentals, we are having framework like Angular or React library. So at the industry point of view, we have to work over the Angular or React, but we should be strong in our HTML, CSS, JavaScript. And based on this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, we are having Bootstrap and JQuery. This is the library of our as a front-end technology. So this could come under our front-end part. In the backend side, we will use. So as I work as a Java developer, so in the backend as a programming, we use our core Java. So basically it is a technology, but usually as a student we called as a core Java. So in the backend side, we are going to use our core Java, and based on our Java related technology like Servlet, JSP. So currently JSP is outdated. We don't use JSP. Instead of we use Angular or React. In currently project we use Angular or React. So it has been outdated, but we should know at least what was earlier, what why they are outdated. So we will cover our servlet, JSP and JDBC. So this will be Java based technology where we use in the project, but in the industry we work over the framework like Spring framework. Spring framework, and currently booming is Spring Boot, and with microservices architecture. So this is our framework. So usually we work in the industry over the framework, but we should be strong in the our core part. This should be strong. Your interviewer will be depend over the your core part, but you have to work in the industry over the framework. So currently, as a full stack developer, we have to strong with the front end and back end. Both the side we have to be strong. So I will explain why this kind of required in current market, why are demanding as a full stack development in the current market situation. In the database side, we have to be learn either it could be Oracle. So as a student, mostly we use MySql, but in the industry use Oracle. That is our structured database, and MongoDB. So as a full stack developer, we have to strong as a technology perspective, as a front end, back end, as well as database. And we should know some knowledge about AWS cloud. We should know some services of AWS cloud. It is a prerequisite. It will be mandatory in current market situation. We should have any one of cloud, either AWS or Azure. So we should know some services of the any cloud, or either AWS, Azure, or GCP, and we should know something about a Linux-based operating system, because we developed our project over the window, but over the there are the lot of environment in the industry. So we have to be knowledge of the command of some of the Linux command. We should know how to access the remotely system, Linux-based system. So we should know some Linux command. So apart from that, there is some real-time tool. So when we work in the industry after learning the technology, after learning the framework, so when we work in the industry, so we should know some tool like Maven for our build the project, Git for our source code management. Lot of developer are working together, so how they manage the code. So we should know Git and GitHub. Jira software. So when we work in the project, so we get the all the task over the Jira. So it will be tracked by Jira. Our work is tracked by the Jira. Sonarqube. So what will be our code? So what is the code smell? So it will be tracked by the Sonarqube. So there are the lots of tool, more than 20 tools we will see. And when we are working, so we should know some knowledge about Jenkins. So basically, it is a CI/CD. It comes under the DevOps, but as a developer, we should know how to use the Jenkins. So there are the lot of tools I will cover in the our full stack development. So what is the full stack development? So any developer who are strong with front end, back end, as well as database and some services, they should know about either it could be Azure or AWS, and some command we should know in the Linux and real-time tool. So Maven, Git, Jira, Sonarqube, Jenkins, there are the lots of real-time tool, Log4j for login, Docker for Dockerize our application, containerize our application, ELK. So there are the lot of tool while we are working in the industry. So we should know some real-time tool and how to write the mail, how to communicate with your colleagues. So what the things we have to do, what the things we don't have to do. So we will cover in our this course. And apart from that, I will create some mini project. So why we will create the mini project? So when we are learning the technology and framework, so how we work in the industry. So how we think while we are getting some task, while we are getting some requirement, because as a student, when we are creating application, so it is a very simple application like a student or employee. But in the industry, all the application based on some domain. So how we think, how we write, so we will see how to think that we have to write this code, how to break our code in the form of the layers. So we should know everything. So in the mini project, I will cover these things, whatever the live code will be there. So, so this is my full stack development course. So under the course, what I have explained, so I have written each and every point in my syllabus. So first, we start with our backend development with core Java. So this is the things I am going to cover in the core Java. So when you are giving any interview, so you will be evaluated by the core Java knowledge. Your 50% interview totally depend your core Java. If your core Java is good, so you will go for the next interview round, because they will evaluate your fundamentals. So core Java should be strong. All the concept of the core Java should be strong. If you are good in the core Java, then they will go for the framework or your UI knowledge. So this is our core Java syllabus, where we will see how to write the code, how what is the Java, what is the concept in the Java. After that, we will learn advanced Java. So in the advanced Java, actually it is our student terminology, core Java, advanced Java, but technically it is a J2AC, J2EE technology. So it comes under the J2EE technology like Servlet, Jdbc, or our web services. So where we create enterprise application. Enterprise application, that means it will be we communicate over the internet. So in the advanced Java, we learn a servlet, where we are communicate with application with over the internet. So our application will be hosted some server. We will request and we get the response. So it all the technology comes under the advanced Java, where we are using the over the internet. So core Java, advanced Java. In the advanced Java, we will see what is the servlet technology, how we send the request, how we get the response from the server, what is the session, what is the things is going on behind the server. So we will see in the our advanced Java. After that, we will see our web technology. So we learn this subject or this course in the three modules. So our first module is In our first module, we will see core Java and advanced Java. So where we will be strong with our backend part, our language and our technology knowledge. In the module 2, where we will learn our HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap and JavaScript, where we will be strong in our front-end related technology. In module 3, we will learn it is a high level based on our framework, backend framework, and our front-end framework like Angular or React. So I mostly work in the Angular since the last 4 years, so I have a good knowledge of the Angular. So in module 3, we will learn a framework. So in the industry, we work over the framework, but we should be strong in our technology and our core area. So, but in the module 3, we will learn about the framework. So in the framework, what is the Spring, what is the Spring Boot, what is the microservices, how to create the application in the microservices, and we should good knowledge about our design pattern, solid principle. So whenever we work in the industry, so how we have to think. So we use a solid principle, design pattern, and a microservices principle, microservices pattern. So these things I am going to cover in this syllabus in our full stack development. So I have written each and every point in our syllabus what I am going to cover in detail. So I will share the syllabus with you so you can see it. Apart from that, in after learning the syllabus in the real time, when we work in the real time, so when you get the job, so you will join some company. So what will be the your company, what type your company, so how many types of software companies there, like product based, service based, or contract to hire based. So I will explain. So how we you have to prepare for the interview, what kind of question will be there, like in product based company, in service based company, what kind of project is there. So when you join the any industry, so project, it might be some product, it might be some migration project, it might be some maintenance project. So you have to talk with your interviewer while joining any industry, because you should know which kind of project you are going to work. You have to ask everything, otherwise you will get a lots of problem while working in the any project. So you have to evaluate it is matching your skill set or not. So it will be convenient. And apart from that, I will explain some of the tool Maven, and how to debug our code front end side as well as back end side, because in the while you are when you work in any project which is going on since the last 10 or 20 years, so you have to be understand each and everything, you have to debug the code and you have to be understand. So in the industry, you don't write the code from the scratch. 95% project you will be working in any project which is going on since the last 10 or 20 years. You won't create any project from scratch. If you are having good luck, then you can create, but you will work already existing project. So you should have good debugging skill, and some other tool like Bitbucket for source code management, Log4j, Putty, JUnit for testing our code, Mockito for testing our web services, Sonarqube, Jenkins, Docker. So we will see this tool when we are working in the industry. So this will be practical oriented session, and we will learn like that where um, as we are working in the industry. So what we think in the industry scenario, how we write the code. So from the first day, I always talk as an industry manner, how we work in the industry. So I'm going to cover all that things, and I will cover some mini project. Mini project that means what will be the coding standard will be there, and how to think, how to write the code, how to design our code. Before writing the code, what the things we need to do, we need to do the things. So we will think, so in the many project development we will see, and we will learn about our SDLC life cycle. So when we work in the industry, so when we get any task, so we don't get any task directly. So there is some task will be break, we will get some story point, there will be some backlogs. So in all the tasks we will put in the backlogs. So how we work in the team, so there is some development team, so we will be part of the development team, and somebody will be part of the our testing team or QA team. So they will work together. So all that things in our agile methodology in our SDLC, so we should know. So if we are putting some experience, then in the interview, there are some round of the interview, first round, second round. So in manager round, they ask about your SDLC life cycle. So how you get the your task, what is the story point, what is the your team size, whatever the your sprint size. So I will explain whatever the things we are working in the industry. So all the things I have put on in my syllabus. So our module 1, module 2, and our module 3. So under module 1, we will learn about our backend technology. Under module 2, we will learn about our front-end technology. And under our module 3, we will learn about our front-end and backend related framework. After learning the concept and learning the framework, so we have to work over how we work in the real time project. So we should know about our real time tools and real time things, how to write the code in the real time, and how to communicate with the colleagues, how will be our source code management. So all the things we are going to cover in the industry manner. After that, I will explain one real time project, but you have to be created. I will explain how to write the code, what we have to get the requirement, but you have to write the code in the real time project. So I will explain, but you will write the code. I will evaluate you, I will ask you, I will take some interview session, some mock-up session. So, and I will share some of the question in the trending interview question. So whenever you will face, so always you will see this kind of questions, and how to give you answer to the interviewer if you are putting some experience or you are fresher. So I will explain everything. So this is my syllabus. I will share, and what kind of industry, what kind of project, I will explain everything. So any question or anything you can ask me freely, then accordingly I will progress. Any question or any doubt? Okay. So I am just today I am just starting one thing. So what is our what type of industry? So we are having currently is three type of industry. One is the our product based,
Service based.
service based, and there is some contract to hire, we can say. So, so in the product based company, they are having own product which are using multiple clients like our Google, Microsoft, lots of Oracle, lots of company which will create our own product. So this will be a product based company. Our service based company like our TCS, Infosys, Cognizant. So they are the service based company, and our contract to hire, there are the some small or mid cap type of company. So they will hire you and you will work over the either it could be service based company or product based company for some contract 6 months or 1 year. So there are lots of company in the IT industry. So in the product based company, you are going to work in some product. So in the product which is used by multiple clients. In the service based company, so you will be higher in the TCS or Infosys. They are having multiple clients. Then you have to be given interview in other client as well, because they are providing the service to the other client. So in the service based company, you are going to work in any project or product indirectly. You will be employee TCS, but you will be work in some other client. It could be any US or UK based client. So TCS employee will work some other bank of US or UK. So it is called a service based company. So you they are providing the service. So in the service based company, interview phase will be different. In the product based company, interview will be different. So in the service based company, they mostly look full stack and developer, because they will hire you. After that, based on your profile, they will deploy to the client. So you should know lots of technology knowledge. You should know the lots of area in the technology, so that they can deploy in any project. But in the product based company, you should have a good core skill like core Java or C or C++, anything. But you should have good data structure knowledge. You
Data
should have
structure.
some logical skill, logical programming, because you are going to work in product, and product will be they are creating the product. It maintain the quality in the product. So this product is going to use multiple client. So based on industry, you have to be prepared. If you are giving interview for the service based company, so you have to cover lots of technical things, our front end and back end, all that things. But in the product based company, in the interview round, first of all, they will give some test. It could be some hacker rank test. It could be lead code, anything. Lots of platform over there. So they will evaluate you. What is your fundamentals? How you are writing the code. And not only writing the code, writing the optimized code. So you have to be very strong in the your code part, in the fundamental part. They don't want you are good in the all the framework or front end related technology. They will, according to their uses, they will train you, they will guide you, but you should be strong your fundamentals. They will give some problem statement in the this kind of test. And in the interview, mostly they will ask about the data structure, because in the product, you have to be write coding like that. It should be optimized code. It will take less memory, and performance should be high. So product based company majorly focus on your data structure part, logical programming part. So you have to be practice with HackerRank or Lead Code or any other HackerEarth. There are the lots of platform. So scenario is different when you are going to interview in the product based company. In the service based company, so you should knowledge in the all the area. So basically, apart from our syllabus, what I have explained, so side by side, you have to be strong with your data structure and your logical programming. So in the logical programming, I am having more than 300 plus questions. So I will share you with the link. You have to be solve this problem. So you will be strong your logical programming. Apart with our full stack development side by side, you have to be strong with your logical programming as well as data structure, because we have to be target both the industry, both type of the industry. So product based company, in the service based company, you will be always deploy in the any project. So always, if work is not good, so you will deploy in the another project based on the contract. So if they are contracting with 1 year, 2 years, it is total depend over the contract. So you will work a multiple project in the service based company. Lots of pressure you have to be handle. It is depends on the your client. Whatever the project you are going to work depends on the client. But in the product based company, your uh, life will be balanced in the product based company, because you are going to work in the one product. So if you are working with 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, so you are comfortable with the product. So life style will be comfortable with the product based company. But any company you are going to get the job, initially phase you have to put on lots of hard work. You have to do lots of practice, lot of the programming practice, lot of the things you have to do in entering any industry. But after getting the job, it total based on your industry, service based company or product based company, your lifestyle will be depend the type of the company. So anyway, you have to put a hard work. So this is the scenario for the your service based company and product based company. So there will be a type of the industry. So before getting the job, you should know what is the IT industry and what kind of industry is there. After that, what type of project will be there. It is very important. So basically, everybody want to get the job, but in the interview round, they don't ask about the project. In the interview, after you if you get the crack the any interview, after that interviewer ask some question, or you are giving interview, so you want to tell anything, any question you want to ask. So usually we say no, but in this case we have to ask some question about the project, whether you are selecting or not, that doesn't matter, but you should ask. So what is the project, what type of project working in the industry, because you should know what kind of project you are going to work. If your skill is not match, so always you will be pressurized in the project. So what kind of project you are going to work, you have to be asked. So I explain what kind of project in the industry. So first, project, it could be as a scratch project, it could be as a maintenance project, or it could be as a migration project. So in the scratch project, that means project are starting in the from the scratch. So very less chance you are getting this kind of project which is starting from the scratch. So anything will be starting from the sketch. You will be hired for the sketch project. Very less probability. Always we will go for some maintenance related project. So some project is going on already. It will be created. It is going on since the last 10 or 20 years. So you will be mostly 95% probability you will work over the maintenance project which is already working on. So if you are working with maintenance project, so you should have good technical skill, because already project is going on. Lot of developers already had work over this project. So you have to be understand their code, what the things they have done. So in the maintenance project, you should have good grasping skill. You should have some technical skill. You should have some code debugging skill in the maintenance project. When you are working in the maintenance project, you have to understand everything whatever other developer had written, whatever the logic written by other developer, you have to be understand. Mostly you will work in the maintenance based project. That doesn't matter what framework they are using Spring Boot or not, we can't say. But mostly you will work in the maintenance project. Other project is a migration project. One project is a scratch project. A scratch project, you will get some startup company. So some of the person who had started some new company, they are working with some new idea. So usually startup company is open by some developers or uh, some college persons like IIT college. So they are working with new idea. So they opening some startup, or we can open some startup. So we are working some idea. So very less probability if you want to get the scratch project. So you have to be join some startup company. So in the MNC company, always you will get maintenance based project. And another one is a migration project. So migration project, that means some project which is already developed in our older technology, like in the older technology Angular JS, and in earlier we are using some struts, older framework. So company are migrating their project to our latest technology. So under latest technology we are using Angular 15, 17, 20, or in the backend side, we are migrating our code in the Spring framework, Spring Boot. So any new technology, we are migrating our project old technology to new technology. It could be our migration project. So in this kind of project, you have to be very strong with all that things. Our debugging skill, you have to be understand all the code, and you have to rewrite the code. You have to rewrite the logic. We cannot reuse the code, because this framework behaving like different manner, and this framework behaving like different manner. So lots of project will be migrating old technology to new technology. Mostly Angular related project is there. So in our older technology like Angular JS, required JS, lot of old technology, UI based technology, they are migrating their project in the new technology. So you can see our IRCTC website. So our IRCTC website, earlier it was there with front end part will be there with the JSF technology, Java server side phase. That is a legacy technology. So currently IRCTC website has been migrated with some Angular or React. So front end part it will be migrated. So migration project means already project has been developed in some other technology or framework. So we are changing the technology and framework. So we are migrating. So for the migration project, we have to strong with technology and new framework as well, because we have to understand the old technology source code and we have to migrate with our new technology source code. So currently I am working over the migration project where a lot of UI related stuff already written in the our older technology, and we are converting into our new technology. So we have to be understand older technology which is written in the older technology and converted into the new technology. So lot of challenges we are facing. So in the maintenance project, we are good if we are having good skill, debugging skill or understandable or grasping skill. Scratch project, if you get the scratch project, it is also good. You will create everything from the scratch. So ultimately, we have to be strong with our core skill as well as debugging skill, understand the project understandable. Lot of skill we have to be improve. So type of industry is there. You are going to work accordingly. You have to be prepared, and type of project is there. Based on industry, based on your project, there will be a lot of role in the industry. So role like developer is a role. So it could be junior, it could be senior, based on experience. It could be a team lead, tech lead, based on experience. So there are the roles. So similarly, we are having different role as well. So some role will be our QA. So who will be work over as a testing part? It is quality assurance part. Our QA team will be there, and after development, QA will be test, and our code will be deployed in separate environment. So there is some DevOps teams also there. It is called the operation team. So whatever the work we are going to over the project, it will be deployed different environment. So it will be handled by the different team. It's called our DevOps team. So lot of role over there, and our project will be managed by our Scrum Master. So if we are working in agile methodology, so some Scrum Master will be there who will manage our product, who will manage our work. They will communicate with the client, and according to client, they will communicate all the developers, QA or DevOps person, and they will try to fulfill all the requirement over the in with the help of this methodology, and uh, they will deliver the deliver our work to the our client. So Scrum Master will be there. So there are the lots of roles. So if we are working as a developer, so we will get this kind of designation: junior developer, senior developer, software engineer, senior software engineer. Based on the industry, we will get designation or a grade based on the industry. It could be product based or service based. So type of industry, type of role, and type of project, we have to be we should know everything. if you know the everything, so that you can communicate in the interview. So whatever the project you are going to work, you should ask everything, because after joining the industry, after joining the project, they are the while you are surviving, so you won't get any pressure. Your lifestyle will be good if you ask everything. So it will be the initially part which I explain in the industry, and you can demand in the any industry, service based industry, you can demand based on your experience. In product based industry, you can demand based on your experience. If you are having 3 years experience, or you are putting 3 year experience, so in the service based industry, you can demand 6 to 8 lakhs. But similarly in the product based industry, you can demand 10 to 15 lakhs. So based on your experience, you can demand, because in the service based scenario is very different and the product based scenario is very different. Because in the service based you are going to work for any client, in the product based you are going to work with the product. In service based company, you are giving interview based on the framework, but in the product base you are writing some test, you are writing some code, you have good data structure knowledge. So very less people who are strong with the data structure logical part. So in the product based industry, we can demand high package as compared service based company. So it up to you. So what will be your goal after joining the industry? Accordingly, you can demand. So accordingly, you have to prepare. So as a mentor, uh, I can explain you and what we have to prepare, but practical knowledge or more practice you have to do. I can explain what to do, and I can show you how we work in the industry, and how we have to be learn according to our industry. So I am having uh, so my name is Manish Verma, and the technical experience I have more than 11-year experience, and teaching experience I have more than 5 years as a teaching experience. So and I am working as a product based company, US based product based company. So this is our syllabus, and accordingly we will proceed. So any question, any queries, you can ask me. Then from tomorrow we will start our technical stuff. So I will be more focused in the practical manner, how we will we work in the industry, because it is not a college or student college type learning. So it is a practical things. We will see how we work in the industry. So what the things I will be explained. So I am having all the example and some of the project based on our backend technology. So in the backend side we will use the Java. In the front end side we will see the our Angular, and a lot of things in the front end technology, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So what type of software we have to be installed while working in the industry? So I will explain everything from tomorrow. So for syllabus, for syllabus you can join. I will share. Yeah. So please install your classroom, Google Classroom, and join with this link. I am sharing in our chat box in the group. I will share. So all the syllabus, all the plans, I will share in our classroom, so you can follow. So I have shared in our chat box. So I will share our daily basis class notes in the drive, and video recording as well. So if anybody are missing, so they can follow. So as a full stack development, we are having a regular class, but for some interview preparation or some tools, so we have to to take some extra class in, it could be in weekend or in my convenient time, or I will share some recordings by my side. So accordingly we will be proceed. So it will take our full stack development up to 4 months. And apart from that, we have to put some effort for our real time tool or some interview preparation or real time project things. And you have to be communicated with me, and always if you are facing some issue, so you can ask me anytime anything. You can ping me in my WhatsApp number, so I will reply you. And what will be the query related to subject or related to your career or related to your interview things, when you are giving the interview, what are the things you are facing. So I will share everything. If one person are having some problem, so I will share with everyone, so that all of the person will be aware. So accordingly I will proceed. So any question, anything?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good
So I
morning.
do have one question, talking much about, this full stack course, like what is the, probability? Let's say there are 10 candidate, in a batch of the placement.
Yes.
If we do, complete syllabus and prepared well as well.
Okay. Yeah. So I just quickly explain. So usually we are having interview round. Okay. So we are having a first interview round and second interview round and third interview round, mostly HR round, mostly industry. So first round, basically they ask about your technical. Technical means your core Java knowledge, basically mostly your core knowledge or fundamental knowledge in the technical round. In the your second round, mostly they will ask your projects. It is a service based scenario. In the product base, it might be two interview round will be there. For the technical, one for the your test and another one for one-to-one technical discussion. So in the second round, they will ask about your project, what work you have done in your project, what is the roles and responsibility in your project, and after that HR round will be there. So while we are learning our full stack development, so after completing our core Java and some front end, like our HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So basically, student are giving the interview. So they are not giving the interview or searching the job in the smart way. So first of all, you have to be give interview. So you have to learn a core Java and you have to learn some amount of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And framework knowledge. If you don't have framework knowledge, so just we have to be theoretical knowledge in the framework, not a practical. We don't have a much idea about our framework, but we have to be start giving interview first. You have to prepare your resume. You have to be start your interview. If you are not confident, make some fake resume and and give the some interview with the fake resume. Put some fake mail ID, fake mail number, and first start with a given interview. So after 5 to 10 interview, so in the interview first round, basically you will face core Java knowledge. Your 70% interview totally depends your core Java knowledge. They will ask about core Java knowledge. Say up to 70% your interview will be depend your core Java knowledge or core programming. In the test, you will be write your core programming, logical programming. That is totally based on your the core Java. So you will get the question from the core Java in the first round, and after that, if your core Java good, then they will ask about the your framework or knowledge. If you are putting some framework, if you are good with the core Java knowledge, so you will get the confidence. After that, you are good with your confidence level, then you can prepare, you can work with some framework, and you when you will go for the second round, they will ask about the project. So in the while learning the core Java, you have to be start for giving the your interview first. So as a smart way, put some fake resume with fake number and start giving some interview. After 5 10 interview, whether you are selecting or not, it doesn't matter. But you will get some confidence and you will get some interview pattern. You will know what is the industry pattern, what is the going on the industry. Always you will get a repetitively question in the industry environment. If you are five student, you are talking to each other, you are giving the interview. So if you talk about the interview questions, you will see same question will be happening again and again. So while learning the subject, you are learning and you are giving the interview, and we are discussing some real time scenario. So after some times, it will be easy for you for cracking any kind of interview, because you have you got some confidence and you got the interview pattern. Always you will face 40 50% the same question. Only 10 20 question, it depends over the interviewer, based on the interviewer mind. But some question will be always repetitive question, like what in the Java, what is the Java 8 feature. Always you will see this kind of question in the interview. How hash map work internally. Difference between hash set, hash map. You will write some code. Second highest salary, first highest salary. So you will get some logic based on some loop. You have to just shift something, you have to write some pattern. So uh, same thing will be happening in the your further interview. So you will get the confidence, and after some time you will crack the first round, then you will crack some second round. After some time you will get a lot of offer letter. So you have to work in the smart way. Usually student thinking like that, first we have to cover the course, then we have to start the interview. That is the wrong approach. whether you are working, you are good in the code Java, you are practicing good with the hacker rank. If you are writing the logical, you are preparing for the logical programming, you are good knowledge in the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and just a theory knowledge of the framework, it is enough for giving the interview, because you are giving the interview 2 or 3 years. So interview won't expect you should know everything. So what I am going to explain, it is totally upon a 4 year 5 year experience, but you can start interview after getting this kind of knowledge. So for getting the job, it is a smart way. You have to be first given the interview. If you are not confident, make some fake resume with fake mail ID with fake number and start giving some interview, and understand the interview pattern, what is the going on in the market. Accordingly you have to prepare, and and current and simultaneously you have to be learn in the framework and our further subject. So until you get the job, I will touch with you, I will guide you, I will explain you if you are facing something. So I will evaluate you which area you are lagging in which area. So I will ask, I will communicate with you, because I take the interview in my industry. So I see this kind of thing, so I will explain you accordingly. So for interview preparation, we have to be work in the smart way in the interview.
Yeah, understood, sir. Thank you. And one more additional question to this, like, let's say we have this, we are going to implement this strategy. So, what positions we are going to apply? Is it full stack, backend, or front end only using this course curriculum?
Yes. So if it totally depends on your year of experience. If you are putting 2 or 3 year experience, so you can put full stack development. 2 years or 3 years. So basically, so when in the current market situations, what is going on, and there is some is recession is going on. So basically what the scenario is happening. So earlier scenario, just a minute. Yeah. So in the current market situation, so earlier what happening, we are just we are studying in the college. So our company comes in the college and we placed in the college. If we don't place in the college, if we are not study in the good college, then after that we are applying the for the job. But in the current market situation, AI is going on, artificial intelligence. So earlier scenario, if we are not technical with in our college life, so we just learn the subject from any institute, and we can apply the job either backend or front end. So either we can learn Java or Java based technology, we can apply the job in the front end. We are having good knowledge about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, we can apply the job. So any of the skill we can apply the job. Either we will be as a backend developer or front end developer. But what is the current market situation? So a lot of technology evolution based on in the current market, like our data science, AI, machine learning. So lot of technology like Python is going on. For machine learning, Python is good. In earlier scenario, so only computer science subject in the college, but currently in the college, apart from computer science, there are the lot of stream in the college, in the our college, AI, machine learning. So there are the lot of stream under the computer science. So you have to be strong with your college life, because in the technology evolution, lot of technology has come in the market. With the help of technology, we can create the product quickly. We can create the any of the project quickly. We can write the code quickly. So earlier scenario, we have to learn the technology and we have to write code manually. So skill developer can write the code. It could be front end or back end. So both the things are demanding. What backend developer are different, front end developers are different. But in the current market situation, AI, machine learning, data science, a lot of new things comes, and lot of product already comes, where where we get the all the ready-made code is already there. We don't have to write the business logic. So based on Java, based on the HTML, CSS, we write the business logic in the application according to our client requirement. But nowadays, for example, I will explain this thing while we are learning. This is a AI tool, Jdbc. So this is my AI tool. So under AI tool, I will tell to our this AI, write HTML code for product. I will tell to AI. So this is my AI, this is my Google. We can ask anything with Google. We can ask anything with our Google Meet. So this is my AI. We can ask the same thing with Google, but our AI tool will give output to you from the best resources. So this is the ready-made code. So just we have to copy this code, and over in the project we have to be just update this code according to our requirement. So you can just edit your code according to our business requirement. So some code you will be there from the your AI tool, and something you have to do. So it will be convenient. In earlier scenario, we have to write everything from the scratch. So this is our front end development. Same thing, I can get the code like get product code in Spring Boot. So our AI tool will give some code with the help of for the Spring Boot. So all the code our AI will generate. So just we will copy our code and we will some update our code. We will manipulate our code based on our business requirement, based on our project, based on our requirement. But lot of generic things it will be available. I will write some code and I will tell you to AI, please debug this code. What is the area for the swelling our code? What is the area? So we are in earlier scenario, we are not a good having knowledge over the technology, technical skill. You have to good knowledge with some AI tool as well. So if we use AI tool in the industry, so our productivity will be high, time will be less, delivery will be fast, client will be some business, client will do some business. So client are looking this kind of persons. You are you are having good technical skill, you are having some good debugging skill, you are having good searching skill, how you are using some AI tool. So whether you are 2 years or 3 year year 2 years or 3 year experience, you have to put everything. It is good for you, because client want the work as earliest as possible. They want to delivery. So it doesn't matter you are putting backend or front end. If you are putting more technology with a less experience, it is good for you, because if there is a 50 student resume over there, so you will be highlighted. It doesn't matter you have to put on backend or front end. So while explaining, I will use chat GPT as well while writing the code, so that you will learn like industry manner, how we work in the industry. So put all the technology, whatever what the things you know, so it is good for you. It doesn't matter you are putting some backend development related things or front end related things, because nowadays full stack developer is demanding. I will show you in the our so you can see in the Naukri profile. So under the your Naukri profile, you have to go your company section. So you can see the type of the company. So there is a company type: corporate, foreign MNC, Indian MNC, startup, location, and make your profile in the Naukri. So that is the type of company. So MNC, EdTech, that is the domain of, based on the domain of company. Lot of companies there you can see. So it is a product base. It is a banking and financial. So 949 company is a product base. So I am clicking over the product base company. So lots of company over there. So you use Razor Pay for paying anything. So you can see what is the job demanding. So you can evaluate. So there are the position, junior, senior, or anything. So you can see what they want. So there is a required qualification. So accordingly, you can see strong knowledge of SQL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React JS, REST API, microservices architecture, strong knowledge framework, PHP, must have startup who can work a minimal guidance. So this is the qualification job requirement. So you can see in any of the company. So all the company you will see all that things. So you can't say you are backend or front end developer. Full stack developer is required in every organization.
Okay, understood, sir. Thank you.
So make your profile in the Naukri where you are whether you are learning, it doesn't matter. So just go through the all that things, so you will get the idea. So not only you have to learn the subject, you have to search the job in the smart way, and in the industry you have to work in the smart way. After joining the industry, we don't have too much work. We have to put effort until we get the job. In the interview round, in the interview round, we have to put lots of effort. Yeah, any more further question? Please ask a question if you are any doubt, because you have to be asked in the industry as well. So if you are joining in the industry, so you have to be communicate. So better way you can communicate, start communicate from today.
Sir, are you really completed all the syllabus in 3 months?
Yes.
Hello?
Sorry.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, are you really completed all the syllabus in 3 months?
It will take
Mm.
a 4 month for our full stack development, and we have to be extended in some weekend or some days for interview preparation or some real time tool, because full stack development is very huge syllabus.
Okay, sir.
So, so for our core Java, advanced Java, advanced Java, Spring, Spring Boot, microservices, Spring Boot, and with microservices architecture, our HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Angular. In the advanced Java, we are having Servlet, JDBC, JSP. So with some mini project, because when we are learning the technology, so how we use this technology or framework in the industry, so we have to create a mini project with live coding where we write the code in the industry. So it will take up to 4 months. But simultaneously, I have to taken some real time tool, something about AWS, something about our DevOps things, like some tool developers should know, like Jenkins and Docker. So developers should know these things, and our SDLC, and our agile methodology, how we work in the industry, our interview preparation. Because this thing should be in the sequence, but this thing should not be in the sequence. We can do any time or any day interview preparation, resume. So so we need to put some extra effort, extra time for that. Either it could be in weekend, or we have to be extend sometimes according to our day. If I will be free, so accordingly, so it will take 1 month more. So this thing I can commit, but this thing we have to be extend. It is the additional thing based on our industry, our require our real time things. So we have to put some extra effort for that, yeah. Because full stack development very huge course. So I will explain like a industry manner, where you are having how to get the requirement. You have to work. What will be your debugging skill? So you won't face any challenges while working, and you have to practice with me. You have to write anything with me. and you have to ask some question. Just completing the syllabus, you won't get a benefit because you have to work. You have to write the code in the industry. You have to think how we work in the industry. So I will share syllabus in my Google Drive. Join this Google Drive. I have already shared in the chat. Accordingly, I will share the whatever the our material class notes. I will share in the Google Drive. And for video, I will talk with admin. So whether we will share you some link or I will share you some drive. So video also I will share so that you can follow. So this is our technology knowledge and technique or our framework of knowledge. It is our depends our industry knowledge. So uh, we can learn from anywhere these things, but in the technical skill we have to maintain the sequence. Whether we have to learn our backend technology and front end technology and integration project, so we will maintain some sequence, and this thing we can learn from anywhere. It doesn't matter. Real time tool, AWS cloud, Jenkins, Docker, real time tool. And one more thing, real time project I will explain, but I can not write this project. It will take much time. You can write by your own based on your technical skill, but I will explain what is the real time project, how we work in the real time. So when you join any industry, so project will be some domain. It could be banking domain or healthcare domain. And what will be the module your project, what will be the architecture your project. So I will explain this thing, but source code you have to be right. And timing will be 7:30 to 9 or 9:15.
Sir, like, is it a fixed time or it may vary for
It will
the? Mhm.
yeah, it will be fixed time, just a 10-15 minutes. It will be extended if required, and it is up to you. If you want to be extend, I can extend, because I have to start my office work till 10:30. So if sometimes I free, so I can extend. Sometime I am in rush, so I have to start login with accurate time. So 7:30 to 10:30 I can extend. And some day or initially day we have to split our learning, like 7:30 to 9 we have to learn our backend development, and 9:30 or 9, so we have to be learn as a front end as well. So we have to manage like that, because we have to be strong as a backend as well as front end as well. So it is up to you. If you are okay, then I will extend. Otherwise, I will wrap up 9:30 up to 9:30. It depends on you. In weekend, I will take a long session. It is up to you. So I can get 3 to 5 year hour sessions in weekend. If somebody are working, if somebody are doing some other job, please let me know accordingly. I will plan. So if you are a student, if so you have a practice a lot, so you have to be collaborate with me. And if I give you some task, if I explain some task, you have to be practice and you have to be ask me if you are facing some issue. Because in initially phase in the software installation, Java related software installation or tools related software installation, database related software installation, you might get a lots of issue. After that, some initial program, you might get some issue. I know what is the area you will face the knowledge as well as some of DevOps knowledge like Jenkins, Docker, as well as some of AI tool knowledge, so that you can search the ready-made code in the faster manner. So lots of skill we have to be developed. That's why I'm telling it is not a small course, it is a big course. So you have to be collaborate with me. This is my Git repository. So my one this batch is going on. This is my Git repository where I explain the where I share the my code source code what I explained. So you can see it. So in the repository in my previous batch, I have put on the all the example, all the things and something front end development is going on. So you can see it. So I will create a repository for you, and you have to be learn this software. I will explain you Git, GitHub, Bitbucket, how we work in the industry, how multiple developers will work together. So you can see all the code, what the concept we are going to learn. So in the our classroom drive, I will explain, I will share everything. Our class notes, a material, interview question, my GitHub repository, our WhatsApp group, batch related WhatsApp group, so that you can communicate with me. So accordingly, I can help you. And from first day, you have to be install with your system your some of the software. I will send the list. Database software and ID like a Visual Studio Code for front-end development, for backend development, STS, and for database, Oracle database, so that we can learn in the industry manner. So uh, you have to put some effort in initially day so that you will feel comfortable in the industry because you have put on hard work in initially time while you are learning the subject, so you won't get much challenges. Otherwise you will face a lot of challenges. You will get the job, definitely get the job, but you won't satisfy if you are not getting your dream job. Or any further question?
So regarding project, like, are we going to build front end only, back end only, or it's going to be, complete project where we will be implementing front end, back end, and their, integration as well?
Uh, Basically, I will create an integration project. So in integration project, that means we will write some front end code like in the Angular, and we will write our some code in the our Spring Boot. So we will expose some RESTful services in the Spring Boot, and we will consume in the our Angular side. So that is our integration project where backend part we are writing, front end part we are writing. So I will create this kind of project. But in the industry, any project will get you will get some domain. Like if you are working some banking domain project, so your business scenario will be based on the banking. So in the backend side, you might get backend side, you will get some customer ID, customer number, customer ID, customer identity number, customer address, and front end application behaving based on the your response from the your backend. So your data will be manipulated based on your domain. So if you are in the industry, you are working in the banking domain or healthcare domain. So accordingly, your source code, your data will be changed according to our domain. So I will create some integration project. So accordingly, industry, you have to be integrate this kind of project. I will explain what real time project, but the source code you have to be right. I will just explain the what is the architecture of this project, how you have to you can explain. Just I quickly show. Yes. So this is one project. This is a real time project. We can say real time project. So in the real time project, this is our architecture of the real time project. So there is some, it is a microwave services based project, but there is some project enrollment service, user or service or transfer service. So this application is created under the our Spring Boot. So over the AWS cloud, we are deploying our project. So this is our architecture. So I will explain this kind of architecture. So actually, in the industry, we are working in some architecture, and we are using some cloud, and we are working over some source code. So how to write the source code, how we integrate, I can explain. But this thing is totally based on the industry, and environment is created by the industry. So I can explain the how we work in the industry. But source code wise, you have to be write the source code, because infrastructure created by our DevOps team, we are just deploying our code in the infrastructure. So I will explain about the infrastructure, but inside the infrastructure, what will be the source code? So you have to be write the source code. So I will explain how to write the source code in the industry manner, and then you can write. So in the real time project, how we work in the real time project, I can explain. So architecture way I will explain, but code you will when you are working in the industry, so you will see this kind of work. Either if we create some real-time project, so it will take much time. If I think I will create like real-time industry, so in the real-time project, lot of things we should know. We should know all the work core knowledge, all the framework or knowledge, all the domain knowledge, and all the tool knowledge. Then we can create the real-time project. So for real-time project, it will take 2 or 3 months, additionally 2 or 3 months. So it will be separate course, but apart from full stack development, but it will take much time. So I will just explain. I will create the mini project so that you will see the live coding. But in the industry, how we work in industry, I will explain how we work in the industry. But creating a like project like in the industry, so it will take much time. But you will be good after learning the full stack development. Just knowing the domain, what kind of domain, what type of industry, what kind of project, it is enough for working in the industry. I will explain, I will share something in our classroom drive. You can follow, then you will get a lot of things. I have created some notes, and so that you can follow, you can see it, what is the real time things. Anything more?
No, sir, it's clear from my end. Thank you.
Yeah. So I will share the syllabus in the classroom, and timing is there. So that is a fixed time. So for 10-15 minutes, it will we have to be extend up to 9:15, 9:30. And if you want to more extend, so accordingly I will plan this is totally upon up to you. So based on that we will proceed. So if there is some question you can ask me. Otherwise, we will wind up for today, and we will meet 7:30 from tomorrow. So anything, if you want to ask anything, so you can ask me on WhatsApp. Yeah. So I am closing this session. So we will meet tomorrow at 7:30. Please join the drive, this classroom link, so you can follow. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so much for time and demo, sir. Yeah.